Alright YouTube, what's happening? This is your boy Cobra Venom. I'm back with you guys with another YouTube video today, and today I'm going to be discussing my preferred setting for an overall shooter in general. Not just Call of Duty, not just Battlefield, but an overall shooter in general. Now before we even get into this, I know lately there has been some speculation about the next Call of Duty as of now being a World War II game, right? Now I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. I'm kind of burnt out on World War II shooters because if you remember early back in the early 2000s, every shooter that you look at, every shooter that's around, it's a fucking World War II shooter. Now there's nothing wrong with those, but I'm still burnt out from all the World War II shooters that we've gotten from that time. Personally, I prefer a modern shooter. I don't like future settings. I fucking hate the future stuff, but future stuff really isn't that bad if they can execute it right. All right, now if you can make the future game kind of like Black Ops 2. Now don't get me wrong, I don't like that game, but like they had the right idea. It's a future setting, but there's no wall running, there's no double jumping, there's none of that stuff, just keep it strictly, boots on the ground or feet on the ground, like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, all the older games, and do it like that instead of adding this wall running and double jumping and shit. Now, I feel like with a World War II game, they're kind of limited, Activision and all that done made a whole bunch of money off of supply drops. Over $1 billion so far? I believe in 2016, that's what Charlie Intel had tweeted out. Hopefully I'm not mistaken, but I think they made over $1 billion. So supply drops ain't going nowhere. But with the World War II, I feel like they're limited because there's some people out there who don't care, but then there's some people out there who do care. And let's just say that there's only 15 guns. I know it's not right, but I'm just saying, I'm using that for an example. Let's say there's 15 guns that they use in World War II. And let's say that there's about 10 places that they went in World War II. Now, again, I know that's not right, but I'm just using that for an example. Now, there's people who care and there's people who don't care, but the people who do care, they want the World War II game to be exactly like how history was. Like everything that took place, they want it to be just like that. Now, I know they're not exactly limited. They can do what they want, but I feel like they're limited because a lot of people do expect it to be exactly like World War II was in real life. But then you got some people who don't care, like myself. I really wouldn't care if they added, some modern games into it. But when you think about it, at least to me, that wouldn't go right. And I just felt like adding anything else besides guns and stuff that was in the World War II just wouldn't go right with the setting. If that's the case, then make it a modern or something. I would say make it a future, but I'm tired of the future shit. But then again, like I said, if they can just keep it, feet on the ground, boots on the ground, and make it to where there's no wall running, double jump, none of that extra stuff, none of that exo bullshit, then I feel like it would actually be a pretty solid game, even if it's a future setting. It's just that, I feel like they go about it all wrong, and the specialists, all that shit, they went about it all wrong. Now, my preferred setting is most definitely modern. I have the most fun with modern shooters, like how Modern Warfare 2 is, or Modern Warfare 3, or even Black Ops. I enjoyed that game a lot, or even Battlefield 3 and 4. Like, I like modern shooters because you can be so lenient. You can have modern day guns, you can have World War II day guns, because see, in World War II, some guns that came out in a modern day obviously didn't exist back in World War II, you know what I mean? So it's it's just, you can be more lenient with a modern shooter. You can even have some, I guess, future looking shit. I mean, I know some people probably wouldn't care. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't care as much as they cared about, World War II. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe a whole bunch of people really just wouldn't care. Maybe in a World War II game, they can have fucking future guns and they wouldn't give a shit. But who knows what direction they're exactly going to take with this new supposedly World War II shooter that's coming out. Now, I haven't seen it confirmed. Of course, there's stuff that points to it, and I guess you can kind of believe that it probably will be a World War II shooter, but until it's 100% confirmed, I'm gonna just keep, just speculating. I mean, that's really all you can do until they give you the word that it's 100% true. But yeah, overall, my preferred setting is most definitely modern. I feel like they could be the most lenient with it. I feel like it's the better one. But then again, that's just my opinion. So leave down in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Do you guys like the World War One, World War Two, Civil War, Cold War, modern, future. Tell me what you like. Now, there's another thing that I want to touch on really quick. I know some people who generally do enjoy this future stuff. Now, I kind of feel bad for those people just a little bit because, you know, it's kind of like me, for example. Let's just say that the next game will be a future COD, but I want a modern COD. We'll either have to go back and play the old games, or I have to stick with the you know, the future COD that's going to be coming out. I'm using that for an example, and you know, that's what they got to do. They got to continue to play these old games, or the games that will become old, of the future CODs, if they prefer the future Call of Duty setting overall, or they're gonna have to go with like this. We can use modern. Let's just say World War II coming out next year. I was gonna use modern for an example, but we might also use World War II are coming out this year. Let's just use that. And they really don't like World War II. Well, either they got to stick with the old games, or they got to play the new game. And that's kind of why I feel bad for them, because imagine I was in their shoes. You know, I was kind of like that this year. I didn't really care. Well, I did kind of care, but at the same time I didn't. Like, I was kind of over it. But I mean, there's really nothing you can do, because I know they fail. But hey, there's really nothing you can really do except wait it out. So hopefully people don't complain this time. Let's just say that they do keep it boots on the ground and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, you know, Modern Warfare 1, Black Ops, or Modern Warfare 1, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3. I hope people don't complain to where they make it go back to the future again, because I kind of felt like people will start complaining after a while. I guess when you think shit's the same, I guess it can kind of make you want change some. I don't know. I never wanted change. I was always fine with Modern Warfare 3 and shit like that, but people constantly complain this shit. So I hope people think twice before complaining, because all these people don't like this future shit, yet they complain back in the day. I kind of have a feeling if people will complain, the future shit will make a return in a few years, but I hope that's not the case. Anyway, leave down in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Let me know down what's your preferred setting. Modern is mine. Let me know why. Whatever your preferred setting that you choose is, let me know why you prefer that setting particularly. Anyway, if you did enjoy it, please like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on twitter.com/Norvenom3, twitch.tv/Norvenom3. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, and YouTube, until next time.